are you racist? And do you cover? And if you are, do you cover your racism because you have an African American wife?
No, I'm not racist at all. And everybody, I told Don King this. He thought it was the funniest thing he ever heard. My wife thinks it's hilarious. Okay, there's nothing racist about me. Zero, zero. I donate when I don't. First of all, I don't take any money from fighters. Did you know that?
Oh, I know. I don't.
You didn't know that, did you? See,
No.
I take the. So how my business works is, promoter calls me up. He says I need a guy for 25,000 to fight this guy. Okay, my service to the fighter is free. I get my money. My 10% comes on top of the 25,000. The fighter gets paid his 25, and I get paid as I charge a service fee to the promoter worldwide. That's how I make my money. I make it a point not to take money from fighters. Okay? There's nothing that I do that's racist. Nothing. It's ridiculous.
Since you're very direct when it comes to Al Heyman, you said that you disagree with Bob Arum in certain things. Tell us a few things that you disagree that Bob Arum did.
Putting a woman as a main event on ESPN, Michaela Meyer. As much as I like her, she's nothing more than a co-feature, in my opinion. She's not a main event type fighter. Okay, and I don't, if she's fighting another big name, maybe, but that would be one of them for sure. Certain fighters.
You don't like women boxing. You don't support women.
No, I don't support women boxing, but she should not be a main event.
You don't like women boxing. You don't support women.
No, I don't support women boxing, but she should not be a main event. She's not a.
I think that she could be a main event. You say the quotes, right? The heterosexuals, and I think
it's like Earlsexuals.
Earls, all right. The Earlsexuals. Right? Yeah. You say the Earlsexuals. What are the Heyman Knights?
Wilder X. You forgot that.
The Wilder's X.
So Wilder X. Get it right.
Now, don't you think maybe this is why they say that you have something against the black fighters? Because you don't. What's the nicknames for Tyson Fury fans or Lomachenko fans, or what's their nicknames?
Everybody calls Lomachenko fans Lomachenkos. And he's not even Chinese.
The derogatory, manhood, testing somebody's manhood.
Listen, you tell me.
There you go. Look, Homochenko.
There you go. Okay, Homochenko. That's a cute name. Okay. Right. If you would have said that to Marvin Hagler, he would have turned to Bob Arum and said, get me that badge. I'm going to put him on his neck.
Now, but how do you feel? You advise fighters, or you was managing or advise fighters?
Advise, never manage.
All right, so let's say you advise fighters, but they want to do what they want to do. As an advisor, that's your job to advise. Let's say if you're advising Earl Spence, no, we're gonna go the Ugas route. This is how much.
No. We're not talking about right now. We're talking about something that's happened since the summer of 2018.
Yeah, but they already had plans. There
was no gumption. Stop. There was no gumption to fight this guy.
He told him in his face. He told Bob Arum and Bud Crawford. Remember when they got together, he said, what's your plans? I said, he said his plans was to get this fight. Then after the win of Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman is get this fight. He told Bob Arum and told Bud Crawford.
Heyman told Arum, don't bother. Mm-hmm. Okay, what does that mean? That means that Spence ain't fighting him. Okay.
Exactly. His handlers. What you're saying that if it's up to Earl Spence.
And my point, whether the handler said it or not, Spence would go to the Heyman if he really wanted that fight and said, Al, I want that fight. Get me that fight. That was the bottom line.
And you're saying that happens. I don't think that happens all the time in boxing.
No. But if he really wanted to fight him, it would. That's how it works. That's how it works. When Fury wants to fight this guy, get me that guy. Canelo, I want to fight that guy. Get me that guy. The top guys in the business, that's how it works. So with fan bases.
All right. So you think that Fury wanted to fight Otto Warren? You think Fury wanted to fight?
That was just it was supposed to be a tune-up fight. Okay, he almost got tuned up.
Why he didn't fight Deontay Wilder right after that?
because they were building up to a bigger fight because ESPN got involved.
Okay, maybe they building up for a Bud Crawford and Earl Spence fight and get Ugas for undisputed.
Come on.
No, now you're giving me the same analogy. Now it goes to, hold on, Rick. Now it goes to the other side.
Hold it. Fair enough. You'll see after this fight, he'll move up to junior, middleweight. He'll go back to the ranch. He'll go quiet for 6-8 months. He's not fighting them. It don't matter when it is. It's not happening.
I said, look, I'm saying that it won't happen, right? But if we're going to really talk about it.
If my mother had balls, she'd be my father. Okay? Yeah. There you go.
But you got to keep it consistent on the other side. Tyson Fury should have never fought those fights, but he fought them because his
business. He did because Bob. He did because it didn't. He did because it didn't do shit on pay-per-view the first time. So you're wrong. They did 275,000 homes the first time. The second time with Aaron behind it with the two tune-up fights, it did 875,000.
No, what I'm saying is that they had a plan to build up the fight. So why don't
There's no plan here to build up a fight.
You just said they had a plan. You just said that Tyson Fury had a plan.
No, I'm talking about Spence. There's no plan. The plan is not to fight Crawford. It's not happening.
Okay, now that's an opinion. That's an opinion.
Okay.
My opinion been that it's not going to happen, but that's just my opinion.
Okay, yeah, it's not happening. But here's two guys right now that both understand all the dynamics and all the intro secrecies about the thing, and we both agree it's not happening. It ain't happening.
But I'm saying that Bob could build up the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder too. If he could take those two fights, the Ottawa Orleans and what's the other guy?
But you got to remember, there's a different story. He could do that because they had foreign TV, a lot of foreign TV money to do them. Crawford and Spence don't bring shit in foreign TV money. It's not as commercially viable internationally, nowhere near.
Also, it's business-wise, it's not going to happen. It's not because of Earl.
Correct. Crawford. The reason why you could do the Schwartz fight, and the reason why you could do the Wallin fight, because it brought a lot of foreign TV money in. You can't do shit with it. What are you going to do here? There's no foreign TV. There's very little foreign TV money for Spence and Crawford. Very little.
All right. So thus, PBC will build that fight even more. If there is no enough money for them right now, then PBC is doing it
First of all, Spence is going to have mandatory shove up under his ass soon. Okay.
Oh, it's all right. It'll be Boots Ennis or Virgil Ortiz. I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with the mandatories because you got Virgil Ortiz, number 1 in the WBC. You got Boots Ennis. There is number 2 and 3. No, yeah, it's number 3. I'm not a fan of what Bob Arum said about that. Nobody really cares about women boxing. I think that there's a lot of there's fans out there. Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor, I think, is a great fight.
But wait, you're talking about the two best women in the world fighting each other. 99% of these women fights, they're just fights. No, they're just fights. That's nobody really. Well, that's because the sport went backwards because of the Al Heyman protect everything theory. That's another thing he did to the sport. So there's your answer right there. Before Al Heyman came along, they were fighting one another. Fact.
I don't know about that. I seen Thurman Porter. We seen Thurman Garcia. You know,
he had both fighters, and he had the winner no matter what. Okay, when he doesn't have the other fighter, you know what his record, his lifetime record against Bob Arum is? 4-19. 4 wins and 19 losses.
I'm saying cross promotional fights. What I'm saying is, you said since he came in, I'm seeing fights again. Look, undisputed Brian Castaño, Charlo. We seen a unification bout with Brandon Figueroa.
But hold it.
These are great fights.
Hold it. How many great fights did Top Rank put on with Eddie in the last 3-4 years? A whole bunch.
No, that's what I'm saying. That everybody has their ups and everybody.
Right, but he's got both fighters. Those are easy to make. When you got both fights, go make cross. He won't make cross promotion fights. Remember something. He did not make the Wilder fight with Fury. They thought Fury was shot. Warren. They thought Fury was nothing. Okay, they miscalculated. It was cherry picking gone wrong. And what happened was Arum climbed in after the first fight, and the contract. Frank.
How about Daniel Jacobs and Canelo?
He wasn't with Al Heyman anymore.
He was advised by him.
No, he was not.
That's what Daniel Jacobs said. He said, "I never left Al Heyman. He's always and still be my advisor."
Never got paid.
During the build-up.
Never got paid. Was not the advisor. Never got paid.
So you're saying that Daniel Jacobs was lying?
No, he was covering up. There's a difference.
Was Danny Jacobs lying? Not covering
up.
I
didn't say he was. I said covering up. No, because he's a good guy and he was defending his buddy Al Heyman. When he made the deal at HBO, okay, when they made the original deal at HBO, he was no longer involved and he never went back. Okay, Danny's a free agent right now. Okay, he's been a free agent for a while. The contract with Eddie was over with. You didn't say Al Heyman take him back, did you?
But nobody's saying that he's managing him. Or how about Daniel Jacobs and Canelo?
He wasn't with Al Heyman anymore.
He was advised by him.
No, he was not.
That's what Daniel Jacobs said. He said, "I never left Al Heyman. He's always and still be my advisor."
Never got paid.
During the build-up.
Never got paid. Was not the advisor. Never got paid.
So you're saying that Daniel Jacobs was lying?
No, he was covering up. There's a difference.
Was Danny Jacobs lying? Not covering
up.
I
didn't say he was. I said covering up. No, because he's a good guy and he was defending his buddy Al Heyman. When he made the deal at HBO, okay, when they made the original deal at HBO, he was no longer involved and he never went back.
Al Heyman is still involved with my team. Al has always been my advisor since the very start. Al will continue to be my advisor when it's all said and done. He is a part of my team. He is my advisor. And we're going to continue to make power moves. Al is one of the greatest masterminds of the sport. Now we're just in a better position.
Okay, Danny's a free agent right now. Okay, he's been a free agent for a while. The contract with Eddie was over with. You didn't say Al Heyman take him back, did you?
But nobody's saying that he's managing him or he's signed.
He's not involved. Not involved.
So
he can call himself. You can say he's the advisor, but he was taking. You can call him the advisor. That you want to call him that. Danny wants to call him that. He was not involved. He had no association with the fights. Zero.
Okay, so zero. But I'm gonna take Daniel Jacobs for a word because that's Daniel Jacobs, and that's.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said if Danny wants to defend his friend, look for the check. You'll never see a check. There was no check. Okay, it's not. He may be advising him on the sense that, Danny, you should do this or blah blah blah. He was not involved in any way, shape, or form.
But that's what I mean, Rick. You see how you so passionate when it comes to Al Heyman.
I know, because I know what's going on. I'm a boxing insider. I know what's happened. It's my business. But it's my business. You're questioning me about my business. Okay, I had a guy the other day.
Is Al Heyman and Jacobs your business?
It's the boxing business.
But you're saying, but Dan Jacobs saying,
Listen. Let me explain this to you one time, real quick. Okay, there are no secrets in the boxing business, my friend.
Okay,
I'll leave it like that. Thank you. Okay, I know what's going on. I got little spies in every organization in the world, literally in the world in boxing.
So you own people's business.
What's that?
So you be spying on other people's business.
It's how I make my living. Part of my living.
You did kind of, pinch my nerve when you did say Clarissa Shields was a disgusting woman.
Tell him, what she was a disgusting woman for what she did. Okay, she did. That was disgusting what she did. Do you think that was the right thing to do?
Not to call her a disgusting woman, no. I think she's a queen.
What makes her a queen?
Queen of what? She did not. The cops asked her. The cops asked her because she got a good look. Who's that guy? I never saw him before in my life. I don't know him. It was her half brother.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. That's your half brother. You're gonna say you don't know him.
Don't say anything.
No, you're gonna.
No, you don't say anything. Wrong. An attorney tell you just keep your mouth shut.
Well, that's that you're not gonna call because she didn't want to snitch on her half
Listen,
brother.
listen. She said the guy deserved it. Okay.
There
She
you
told
go.
the press that the guy deserved it. He's a 72-year-old guy, a little frail old 72-year-old guy. Do you think he really deserved it? Okay, he was hyping the show up. He's a hype man. He's a trainer. He's a hype man. Everybody knows it. Was she the only one that didn't get the memo?
Hey, maybe he was hyping. Maybe hitting him is hyping the fight up even more.
Oh, come on,
man.
come on! You don't put a guy in the hospital with a fucking brain contusion.
Yeah, that
Come
was
on.
wrong.
I'm not gonna say. Well, the guy was wrong, but that don't make
guy was wrong.
that don't make her a disgusting woman. If she's
The fact that she said he deserved it and stuff like that, that's disgusting. She's a woman. It's disgusting. Tag them together. She's a disgusting woman.
I think here everyone's got their own opinions, I guess.
no, my opinion, she's not a disgusting woman. She's one of the queens of boxing.
Well, Punch, do you agree that she showed no empathy? She showed no empathy whatsoever for that man.
Correct. Thank you.
Now there's exactly so for me there's certain words we could use.
Okay, for what she said, she's a disgusting woman. For this comment she made, that's disgusting.
Maybe that
So,
comment
and she's a woman. If she was a guy, she'd be a disgusting man. It didn't matter. It was disgusting.
Let me ask you this then, Rick. When Mike Tyson made those comments that I'll eat your kids, or things to reporters bend over and and things that Mike Tyson said, was Mike Tyson a disgusting man?
No, because nothing
Why?
was
Why wasn't Mike Tyson a disgusting man?
I'll explain.
I won't do interviews with women until unless I fornicate with them. So
I'll explain why. Okay, she said this after the fact that it was all right to beat him up. He did it as a showman. Okay, that's how Mike Tyson talks. You don't have some old guy get beaten up and he deserved it. Blah 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 and everything else, and then lie and said she didn't know. Okay, you know what? That qualifies as a disgusting woman or disgusting individual. How's that one? It was disgusting.
Mike Tyson kind of is a disgusting individual too, though. I mean,
well, yeah, but in a different way. Correct.
So, but it's then
listen, I got to get flying here. I got this conference call.
Oh, he's running. He's running.
I said I've had this conference call before we started. Come on now.